Imagine the day we all gathered at that quiet cemetery, hearts heavy, believing that was truly the end, but it wasn't. It feels surreal even now, thinking back to how everything changed the moment his message arrived. On the morning of his funeral, my phone buzzed with a scheduled video from him, set to send on this exact day. I almost ignored it, thought it was a glitch, but curiosity outweighed grief. I tapped play, and there he was, smiling calm, with that same mischievous glint in his eyes. He spoke directly to us, his friends, saying, "If you're watching this, I've already gone. But remember, life isn't over when I'm gone. It's just a new chapter for me." That moment shattered every expectation we had about loss. Pause. I remember our group arriving at dawn, carrying flowers and photographs. We were so numb that morning, jokes felt impossible. Yet his pre-recorded presence forced us to listen, to feel differently. He recounted little memories, the time we got lost on that road trip, how he faked illness to skip exams but then ended up tutoring us, how he swore he'd climb that mountain with us. He reminded us of promises we made, to stay in touch, to chase our dreams, to look out for each other. He ended with a simple challenge: live for me. I recall the moment I first watched that video alone in my room, late at night. The weight of grief pressed down, but beneath it was a spark of determination. He was urging me to move forward. I replayed his words: "Don't let my absence freeze you. Use it to fuel your purpose." From that point, our group shifted. Instead of sinking into despair, we formed a pact. Honor his legacy by fulfilling those messages. We organized meetups to support each other's projects. We celebrated small wins as if to tell him we were proud. Of course, it wasn't easy. Some days, loss hit hard. Anniversaries, milestones he missed, empty seats at gatherings. Yet every time sorrow threatened to overwhelm him, we'd revisit his video or read his letters. They reminded us that grief can coexist with gratitude and motivation. In a way, his death taught us to live more fully. Pause. One friend used his message as the catalyst to launch a charity in the name of their lost friend, to help others facing similar hardships. Another wrote a novel inspired by their shared experiences, channeling pain into creativity. I personally took the risk I'd long avoided, quitting a stable job to pursue a passion project, because he'd encouraged me not to settle for safe when life is unpredictable. Pause. There were moments when guilt crept in. Why was I following new paths while he wasn't here to see? But then I'd recall his voice: "Live for me." It reframed guilt into purpose. We realized he lived beyond his physical days through our actions. Now, when I walk past familiar places, our favorite cafe, that hilltop where we watch sunsets, I feel both loss and gratitude. Loss because he's gone, but gratitude because he prepared us to carry on, to support each other, to seize life rather than let grief paralyze. If you ever receive a message from someone after they're gone, treat it as a compass rather than a curse. Let it remind you that relationships matter most in how they inspire us beyond presence. And if you think about your own farewell one day, ask, what guiding words would you leave behind? Because in the end, sometimes a death can be the spark that lights 1,000 new beginnings. And his legacy lives on each time we choose courage over comfort, action over regret. So, whenever you face loss, remember, grief is natural, but it doesn't have to end your story. You can carry forward someone's hope, their dreams, their challenges, and in doing so, you keep their spirit alive. That's the power of a final message prepared with love. And whenever I feel overwhelmed, I revisit that video, hear his voice urging me onward, reminding me that even though he's gone, he's still part of every step I take. If this story resonated with you, perhaps consider what messages you'd craft for those you love and how you might honor theirs. Because sometimes a friend's final words can change your life forever.